All right, let me.
What you do this for?
Seconds left, 3 seconds left. We down two. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You already know. You already know. Rushing for three. We gon' let it go. We gon' let it go.
Let's go. Knicks win. Yo, this a Knicks channel with a little Spurs too. What you expect family to do? And I've been told y'all what Castle was gonna do. Now we cover NFL boxing and some hip hop. Hit the notification so you can know when it drop. It's your boy, man.
It's your boy, man, Hard Will, at you with another episode of For the Love of the Game. Chilling with my co-host, you already know, Crescendo. Stats. What's good, Chris?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm like this.
What?
No, I'm like, nigga, the Knicks better win. Then my heart came in like, yo, I'm like, how am I doing? Yeah, this how I feel. After that game,
What's up, Daniel?
everybody had the woo side. Salute, Daniel Burry. You always the first one here. You once in a while you ain't, but you doing good. But yeah, man. How you doing? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
Can't complain, you know. Besides the loss.
Same.
Besides the loss. Like we was just talking about, we're gonna jump right into the show. Cause
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a quick show. Game tomorrow. Knicks in Atlanta. We was just talking about it backstage, how the Knicks had control of the game for the whole game, which they did. And a couple things I thought about watching the game. I like to think about what we talk about on the show in reference to like the defense. And it was somebody in the chat that was saying that the Knicks step it up on defense in the playoffs. And it's my man Paris Duggar, I think. And I was
Mm-hmm.
saying, yeah, they do. We know that or whatever. And I was saying everybody step it up in the playoffs though, right? So when I watched and I seen the way they stepped it up, I was impressed, to be honest. Regardless of the loss, the space that we always talked about, I'm quite sure you look and you seen it because you used to always bring it up. But a lot of players that, they just started guarding up. Whether if whatever the results is, we was doing pretty well. Only thing I can say about the last game in the fourth quarter, it's a game of runs in the NBA, you know? So if it's a game of runs, you see the score going down, right? And as Knicks fans, we know we cannot hold a lead to save our life, right? So we're not really comfortable with an 8 point lead, 10 point lead. We're not. So you see the lead chipping away, and it's like in basketball, one team could gain momentum, and that's what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, in the fourth quarter, like I told you backstage, Towns did not score. And to me, that's a problem because Towns in this game, in this series, he has a mismatch, I think. I don't think anybody can really guard him in the paint. And, I'm gonna get more into the point guard stuff later on my later on in my take, right? But that's really all what it boiled down to. When I see what happened, Brunson got stripped, right? Even though Chris, he hit a couple big threes,
He did.
right? But he got stripped. And like I told you, they was hunting him on defense. So for me, other teams are watching because they preparing, and a lot of teams say the Knicks may still win. Some people saying the Hawks are gonna win. It's kind of in the middle right now, which is strange to me, right? Because
Hmm.
before that game, it was Knicks. Everybody was thinking the Knicks. It's crazy how the media switches so fast.
They
But
fickle.
they fickle. All right. So my last point on this before I pass it to you is we need a point guard, and I feel like the way Atlanta took the flow of the game and they went with it, we didn't know how to respond. It's like, so if we only have Jalen Brunson to do something, and this is the real problem here. We have him to do something, which he did, right? Now it came to Bridges to do something, even though it was a pressure shot because it was time running out, right?
Right.
But think about it. When you watch the game, right? He creates a shot. Who creates a shot? Brunson does more than anybody, right? Everybody else, it looks like, we have to pass them the ball for them to score, or it's in the flow of the game. It's not they got the ball and they just create. So I don't really think Bridges give us that. So I think that's part of the main problem and why we seen what we saw. And we seen better offensive guys on the other side of the basketball. And I don't want to be too long winded on the take on that point because it's so much like I told you. But what you think about that fourth quarter? Because really, we didn't see any problems until then. Excuse me.
Uh, if you ask me, I think that we got a little bit too predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Same type of structure, same plays. Um, and to me, it was to our detriment because in the fourth quarter, usually for us, for Knicks, we ramp
Mm-hmm.
it up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like it was doing something a little bit different. Like, and I can't really put my finger on exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I saw it and identified it probably like when we had about 7 minutes left. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
oh no. Like, and then of course, once you start seeing the score get
Mm-hmm.
closer to us, it's like you tend to panic. So that was what
Mm-hmm.
am I doing that?
No, no, I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay. I, that's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Brunson, you mentioned this in the studio, they were on him defensively. And I think offensively, like we just lost it. We did. And Atlanta really, really brought their game up. They increased their offense. And
Momentum. Momentum. Like, when you get a momentum, your
they
team
ramped
start
up.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ramped up, which is what we usually do, which was interesting to see because I'm like, this is not what I usually see being a Knicks person, someone that observes the plays, especially in the fourth quarter. It was
Right.
amazing to see that they let it go like that. And even post game, I was watching Jalen, and he was so disappointed with himself. And we all felt
Mm-hmm.
it, and it stung me for like a day or two. You know, um, he sat and he had on like a Scully, and like he looked like he wanted to pull it off, and he was like, "It's my fault." He said a couple of choice words, but he said, I'm gonna take
Who,
this one.
Jalen?
This is my fault.
Jalen?
I held Jalen Brunson. He was like, "This is all my fault." I held the ball
Yeah.
for too long, which I agree with. And
I didn't see that.
so yeah, look it up. It's actually a little polarizing.
So
Like if you look in his eye and it's but
it's glaring.
good for him for taking acknowledgement and being honest about, the
Accountability. Right.
mistake and
You got to take accountability. You
yeah.
got to.
Hmm.
You
And
got
like
to.
you
You got
said,
to.
the the last shot, we were down by one, and then Macau, you know, I was looking at something with like his exact placement, like he was on a perimeter and he tried to make the shot, and he was in on the Atlanta side, and it was just like, how did he
Mm-hmm.
feel in that moment, like to make that shot and miss and
Know what he would have did if he would have made it, because he got a crazy celebration. He would have did all that. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But
mm,
my thing with that
I love
is,
to see it.
I'm glad you. I'm glad. Yeah, me too. I would have loved to see it. I would have basically fell back. I would have gave him. I would have felt like, cause see, to me, right, when I talk about my team, I don't mind if they prove me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
if I
Mhm.
say I don't think we're gonna win and we win, I'm gonna be happy at the parade just like you. I just point out
Right.
things that I see that ain't good. Like for instance, like I told you on that play, you're supposed to put pressure on the rim because you don't think nobody gonna foul you and put you on the foul line. He chose to do a step back jump shot. He drove and then he stepped back and then shot. That's a tough shot to make. Do he make them shots? He do.
Yes.
But I haven't seen him make those shots to win the game. To be fair, I give you
To be
credit for making those
fair,
shots,
Will.
but I haven't seen you make those to win a game yet.
Yeah.
And another thing I want to say, bring this up to you real quick. He averaged 25 points when he was in Brooklyn. We talked about, I remember, I think
Correct.
Dana was in the chat. He was saying that was a good point. How Knicks have a good roster, but it's not really being utilized because it's only one basketball. And that's the problem with this whole team.
What have I been saying since I
Yeah,
joined
you,
this podcast?
no, what you saying you want to move the
It's
ball?
like
You been said you want to move the basketball, but
like
this is the thing. You
that
don't have a point guard.
and
So how do you all right, so look, hold on. Let me just say this to you. I want you to take this in real quick. You want to move the basketball, right? Your best player has the basketball. He's
mhm,
the point guard right now, right?
mhm,
So what do?
mhm.
You want to move it and give it back to him? You get the
No,
dilemma? I'm
I
just trying
want
to no, I'm
I
just trying to show
yes,
you
I
that
get
the
the
real
dilemma.
dilemma. Okay, cool. Okay.
I get the dilemma.
That's
I
the
get the
problem.
dilemma.
How you gonna solve that? That's what I'm telling you. You know how? A point guard. You
Right.
you need
You're absolutely right, right? And then I'm thinking about the factors with who we're talking about, which for me is Jalen Brunson. He's a small guy. He can only do but so much. And to be honest with you, Will, like when I had my pause moment, I was trying to think, okay, like how could we remedy this?
yeah.
I don't know
With this team, you mean? Like with this
with this team.
exact team, how can we remedy?
I don't know.
That's a good way to look at it because I know? Right now I don't know. To be fair, I'm not an NBA coach, right? One thing I do see is already they talking about different coaches. And that's strange to me kind of already. Too fast, right? But I said it don't mean it's true. Sometimes you see stuff that has no traction or it's not real, but it could be true, so you don't really know. Like they said, the Bulls fired their coach, and they said they wanted him to coach the Knicks before Brown.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
now he's available, and I think why you seeing that because if we don't win, it's gonna be a short leash. They're not gonna give nobody as much time as they did Tom Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? Tom Thibodeau was here for a little while, and I don't like how they handled him. Even though I wasn't a fan of his like that. When he's not, it's like when people go and you realize what they really bring. He brought a lot to the culture, grit. He wasn't, he was no nonsense type of coach. But back to the point, it's just like the point guard point I made to you, right? If we had a point guard, he would tell Cat, yo, no, look. Now, could Alvarado be the point guard? Maybe, but let me tell you why it won't work with us as a starter. He's not a starter, one, and it just makes us smaller. So the problem is we need a point guard with some size because Brunson doesn't have size, right? They already hunting Brunson on defense. They're hunting him, meaning like set a pick, set another pick, and he's gonna wind up on somebody he can't guard. This is about to get spicy. I can't wait till tomorrow. Yo, this gonna be so spicy. Yo, they let the Hawks get gas. Like they gave them gas. Like yo, it's just like the Portland. You gave these guys gas, bro. It's like you gave what they say when you get a rabbit the gun. You gave the rabbit the gun, and then this is another. I'm glad I just thought about this. Why do people that don't know basketball want to go to Madison Square Garden and say F people. CJ McCullough is, you know who he is? He was the president of the Basketball Association. If you have a problem in the league, he help you. He's not that type of guy. You see what he said? The press, I have a wife and kids. He's trying to tell y'all New York fans, stop, please. Don't spit on me or nothing like that. After what y'all did to Trey Young, he don't want no problem. He an older guy. So I'm not getting mad at a player, opponent for having a good game. Let's just keep it real. He cooked
Mhm.
us. Next game, don't let him cook like that. I said it on the old show. I said the garden is like the road. I'm gonna repeat that again. The garden is like the road. Now we lose game 2 in the playoffs to the Hawks, and we was winning. It just looked a little strange to me. That's all. It just, wasn't a lot of points. I looked at the numbers. Let's go over some numbers. I know Chris Stats got her stats. I got this. I got the numbers. I ain't gonna go over them. I ain't gonna say them. I'm gonna just the
Oh,
stats is nasty.
yeah,
All right,
very.
let's see this. I want to just go to this because this is what I did notice.
Mhm.
Shit. One, two,
Is
three,
that
four.
bad? Well,
Right. Listen, it's five guys in the negative and the plus minus.
yeah,
Five.
5. Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna take this, Miss Stats. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna take your
No, no,
stats. I
no, it's
just
okay.
wanted
Speak on your plus minus. It's okay.
No, I had to no, cause that's serious. Look, Mitchell Robinson got the most, right? But Mitchell Robinson to me had a decent game.
He did.
A lot of rebounds. He caught alley oops. He's protecting the rim. He missed free
He's doing what he's
throws.
supposed to do.
He doing what he's supposed to do, right? Now, this is my last take on this part right here. I'm gonna pass it to you. But when we have Brunson with 29, Towns with 18, keep in mind he didn't score in the fourth though. So to have 18 and not score in the fourth, but
You
that's where
said
we went
Brunson had
wrong at.
29?
Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah, Brunson
he
had
had 20.
29.
I
He
thought
had
he had
29.
28.
29. I'm
Okay.
looking at it. He had
All right.
29 in 35 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
OG had 14. But I was really looking at
Why mine say
Towns.
different? Uh-huh.
That's okay. I don't think the app is wrong. But OG had 14. So the reason why I'm telling you this is if we have other players that contributed and it's just strange how I mean what else you want somebody to do even though we know in the fourth quarter we said Towns should have scored and got the ball, right? But
Right.
it's only one basketball. Everybody else did score. You see the stats. I don't want to go over them because you're gonna go over them, but I just feel like it boiled down to the momentum of the end of the game. And if a team go on a run and they started playing better defense in the fourth quarter than they was previously, way better defense. I think. I just think they played better defense than we did in the fourth quarter. And CJ went crazy on us. He had 32. So it's it's
Thank you.
it's gonna be hard for Brunson to carry us with the type of defense he's gonna have to use on defense. And then they're gonna be hunting him on offense. He's gonna have to like they're gonna hunt him and then he's gonna have to carry us on offense. It don't make sense, right? So Brunson gotta get guys involved, like we said before, and still try to get at least 20, and that's fine. Because if you gotta sacrifice that 10 points to get your other teammates involved, because I do believe that if you do, guys will keep that defense intensity throughout the game. But if you keep on doing you, you don't think they slacking, but it's not like they intentionally slacking. But it's hard to say it if he's scoring the ball, right? You know what I mean? Like if say you Jalen Brunson, I'm on the team with you. What I'd rather get some of the points that you getting to make me feel better so that we all could hustle at the same capacity. It's a team game. But this go on for the whole season. But you saying you want ball movement. I see other people saying that get guys involved. To me, when I play ball, that means that the guys that's getting involved is gonna play better. We said it. Mitchell Robinson getting a couple more touches, he's more in the game, right?
Right.
Right. Another time I said the real superstars used to get everybody involved and still go get 25.
Mhm.
So Brunson, you sacrificing what? 7 points or five? Maybe less than that if you do that. But it still has to be in the floor of the game, and we never did that all season. So to just switch and do it now, that's the problem I kept bringing up to you, that he's been doing this consistently, all star, and we don't have a problem with him. We don't want to move him. We don't want. It's just not gonna work with the setup of how our team is constructed. We don't have nobody else that could go say get out my way and go and get me a bucket. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's a problem when only one person can do that, and then he can't guard. So
Well,
you exhausting more energy on defense, right? Because you know defense isn't your best suit.
let me just I'm sorry. Well, you just provoked my damn thought right now. Hold on. You
I'm just
right
trying to show
about
you that.
that
Trying to show you some insight on what's the problem as far as the size. That's
because
why I said you get a. Go ahead.
I wanted to answer that, what you said.
Hmm.
And I can't.
No, you could
Also
just
wanted to
think
just
about it
quickly
or
tell you,
elaborate. Hmm.
um, game is being, excuse me, we're being watched live here. There's something going on with your microphone.
Mine.
Hmm. You're
Okay.
coming up
Thank you.
very low. You're welcome. Um,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. So to answer that, right? I don't
Hmm.
I don't have an answer. Well, and I'm sorry to say that because
No, that's okay.
I would
I don't
love.
have an answer for that. To be honest with you, I don't. I don't have an answer for that.
And I said I made such an ostentatious statement, last episode where it was like I feel that if we utilize our guys properly,
Mm-hmm.
understanding roles, the plays, but I was speaking specifically about the Hawks when I made that take.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do that? Can we make takes? Can we look at a team, another team, and know their skill sets
Mm-hmm.
and things of whatever they bring to the,
Mm-hmm.
what their pedigree is, and then thinking about what we have,
Mm-hmm.
and then the question that you just posed, that is very problematic at this point.
To switch. To switch, right? That's what yeah, it's to because we've been eating this way. But in the playoffs, a team figure out how to beat you in a series. That's the problem.
Mhm.
They'll just keep abusing it. It's just like if they feel like we can't Mitchell Robinson is doing too good, they're gonna hack a shack him. Put him on the line
Hacker
to make you
Mitch.
take him out. Hack a Mitch to take him out. See what I'm saying? So it's like in the playoffs, all that stuff is allowed, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
It's all fair game, right? So, I mean,
Mhm.
this is even like when CJ talked about how Brunson was acting like he got hurt. He said, "Man, I didn't." It was a lot of stuff going on. I just feel like we showing weakness. We definitely showing weakness.
Can I say something with that though? Like
Mm-hmm.
that dude CJ that was kind of weird though. Like him saying that because I
What?
looked at what he was talking about, what he said how Brunson was faking. No, he was
Yeah.
not. Uh I'm talking about speaking, girl, get it together. I'm talking about first game. You
Mm-hmm.
hit him in his private part.
Mm-hmm.
That's so to me, CJ, I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at him a little,
Mm-hmm.
but we digress from that.
No, but maybe he's saying that he didn't do it on, or he didn't mean to. Maybe I don't
Okay,
think he meant to.
say that. I don't think he did either. But say that. Don't say that
He
somebody
said
got
he didn't do it.
touched. He
Oh no,
said that
he's
he
saying
was
like he was exaggerating.
exaggerating.
Yeah. He
You
did.
don't
He did. Hold on,
say
we
to
gotta show love to the comments. My bad, y'all. Salute to everybody. Salute. Thanks for pulling up, everybody. Good to see y'all. My bad. We be into the convo.
what's up?
So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with this series. It's a good series.
It is. It's
I
a great
think
series.
right. I think people underestimated the Hawks. I think, and the Hawks, people don't know they got better after they traded Trey Young. And Trey Young is a good player. He beat us.
Mm-hmm. He
He
did.
came in the garden and went crazy. See,
Sure
they
did.
gave up. See, look, that's a good example. The Hawks gave up all that talent for a point guard. And Trey Young is just like Brunson. You see that? That's the same thing. The Hawks got Alexander, right? Clip that, son. I be giving y'all a real game. Knicks, y'all better hire me. Y'all want to win? Just hire a boy. I only want. I'm gonna sit behind the bench. I ain't gonna. I mean, I don't gotta do nothing big. I'm gonna just sit there. But I bet you the players gonna be right. They're gonna know how to go by somebody. I'm just saying. So my point is, back to the point. Trey Young, superstar. Don't act like Trey Young wasn't before all this stuff. Zuvi on the court. Zuvi, just like Brunson, right? Right. The Hawks traded him, and people said they let Trey Young go for that. When they said CJ McCullough was old, the other players that the Hawks got, I think they got Crispit, the other kid that could shoot that was over there. They doing a couple nobodies for Trey Young. And CJ McCullough, and who else? There was one more dude. But anyway, that's the perfect example right there. The Hawks knew what the Knicks don't know when they bust that move. That Trey Young is like a superstar, but we got to let him go because he's too short. He can't guard. It's the same thing, bro.
Wow, you breaking my
And
heart a little bit,
the
Will.
the dude from the dude that they brought in, Shea Gilgeous' cousin,
Mm-hmm.
he's a point guard. He was on Minnesota dishing the rock. And now guess what? This the first year he averaging 20. Nah, cause Stephen A said, but look, Chris, on the show, I told you, Chris, I said, I want to see some shit that y'all impress me with. Oh, I didn't know he could get a dub. That type of stuff. I had to give myself. I see. I can't. I ain't had these takes. I
Give
told
it.
you.
Come on now.
I'm gonna come up here and get a fire take. None of this is rehearsed. That's a perfect example. It's the business. The
Let me give you
business
another one.
is look. The business side is we love you, Trey Young, but we're not gonna get nowhere with you, bro. Now, would I do the same thing to Brunson? No. To be clear, I like Brunson, good kid.
Hmm?
I wouldn't do that to him. To be fair, but it's the same issue. So if we're not gonna do that to Brunson, and people that may have a problem or don't understand what I'm saying, tell me how to fix the problem. Even though I told you already, you might tell the same. You might try to listen back and see what I say, right? Yeah. Get a guard that can play defense with some height, but that's a point guard that know how to pass the ball. Here go Paris Duggar. Here you go. I just brought you up. I knew you were gonna come in here saying something like overreacting. I'm not even
I did
posting your
too.
comment on my show. I'm not even posting your comment on my show like that no more. If you're gonna say something like that, don't never call nobody feelings an overreaction because guess what? They entitled to theirs. Just like you're entitled to yours. So when they buy their tickets or they buy all that Nick gear, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And my opinion is always right. So I hope you was listening before you came, because I was just breaking it down how the Hawks got rid of Trey Young for Alexander, a point guard. And Trey Young, Brunson is like a toss-up. Same type of player. Get buckets, can't really play D, undersized. It's a business, man. Are you trying to win or you trying to get a player that could get buckets? We seen that before. We've been here before, Carmelo. Like, we've been here before like that, right? So we need a different formula. The formula is what they did. Not saying we got to get rid of Brunson, right? No. So how could we plug in something to fix it? It ain't Bridges. It ain't somebody who doing a step back jumper with 6 seconds left on the baseline when they could put pressure on the rim and make the refs call. Make the refs call because they're gonna try to go like this and not foul you. They know it's only they up one, right? If you play ball, you know that. If you put pressure on the rim, the defense just gonna make a shadow so they don't foul you or give you the game on the line because they know you're gonna at least make one to send it to overtime if they foul you, or you can win the game. But you dribble to the corner, the baseline, and then take a step back. Oh, you gonna hit the shot and then do your little dance that you do right in Atlanta. Yeah, right. Man, I would have left you alone forever if you would have hit that. I would have never said nothing bad about you ever again. You would have had it, bro. Yeah, I respect that. I'll put I'm never gonna stop being a Knicks fan. I respect that. Now you talking more, but people ain't overreacting with they feelings, man. Nah, bro. People see what they see and they explain what they explain, and that's it. I don't know why I'm hearing feedback, but I'm gonna just try to fix my mic real quick. But yeah, Chris, Chris, oh, that's why. Chris, some things I be talking about, we talk about, I don't even say
Mm-hmm.
because I don't be wanting it to look like I'm against my team. But now, when I see certain stuff that I've been saying, I'm gonna say it. It's about to get ugly. This the
Right.
first round,
It's constructive criticism. I mean, you got to
right?
call it for what it is. Okay? Like nobody's here and I'm gonna speak up on this part. No one's here for that. We are
Nick fans.
comprehensively, yep, that's goes without saying. Will is dressed in all Nick gear right now, like right in this moment. That's that. We are given a comprehensive breakdown of what our observations were in game two. I'm looking at comments and I know that
Hmm.
we're gonna get to them.
Yeah, we
I'll
get there.
just say for me, um, I don't feel like the game was about talent, honestly. The execution was late. It was. We had the lead the whole entire game. And you broke it down just less than 5 minutes ago with what you said with Macau. I mean, that wasn't when I think about it, like when I replayed in my mind, it was like, all right, they already decided to throw the ball, they already decided to make that play, right? What else were
Which
they
play?
gonna do?
Which play? The
Um,
last play?
the very final play.
Chris, we didn't have no more
We
timeouts.
still right. Right. So what I'm saying is, right,
Hmm.
I want to give grace, but I'd still want to be critical as well because you did point something out. And then we got to think about the component of time. You did say, why would you do the step back? And like, we don't see you doing that. Not to say that you can't do that, but we don't see you
Nah,
doing
that's
that.
his
Like,
shot
what
though.
made you do that at the end?
That- no, no,
You
no.
know
I
what?
never seen
Regardless
him
if
do
it's in
that
the
at
end
the
or
end.
not, and that's not fair for me to say that. But I don't know. I I don't know. I like I said from earlier, for the people who just are tuning in, I felt like we let the Hawks stomp us in the end. They came up offensively. I said that. That's what I said. I'm not gonna get into it because I tend to get very, very wordy, and there's gonna be a time and place where I am gonna get wordy, and that's
Hmm.
that. But right now, I'm a little salty as well. I was surprised, but not because, like I said, I did see, and I'm sure that you guys did see it too, the energy shift in quarter four. It was there. It was very palpable and it was there. It was about a 100% shift. Once I started seeing that lead decrease, I said, "Oh my gosh, we're in trouble." We all saw that. These are things that I'm not saying anything ESPN worthy, but when I look at it, with what Will is saying, we could have done something different. And that's just the bottom line. With the structure, thinking about how Brunson made the three, and then we were down by one. Why did we make that play? To
Didn't I
throw
say
it
that too
to
though?
Bridges. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to
No,
your
no, no,
point.
no. He had to throw it to Bridges in that point. We didn't have timeouts. He got the rebound. So that's not. But this is what I wanted to tell you.
But did
Remember
we
the
though,
other
Will?
show? Remember the other show I said it's gonna be ball bounce. We could lose by a ball
Yeah, yeah,
bounce.
yeah, yes, yes, yes.
That's I said a one shot or a free throw. That's like the same thing. You know that, right? Because you lose by one. So it's so many different ways you could break down
You
how we
could have.
could have won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a free throw, it's a bucket, it's a turnover. That's what I meant by a ball bounce. That's what that is. That's
No, I
that's what that
understand.
means.
You
Yeah.
definitely was
So
right. I understood it from that aspect, but like
yeah,
when I what cuz like now my brain is rolling back exactly as I saw it. I have that type of memory where
yeah.
I'm just rolling back what I saw and I'm just like thinking like, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not the guru here. I'm learning.
I mean, I tell you one thing. You know what you see, and a lot of stuff you see is a fact. Like it's not like you making up what you see, right? All I do is go deeper inside of maybe why it could be. Like I brought up early in the show, how I'm appreciative that guys were more guarding up on the basketball reference to before when you said why they not playing up and they was doing that. We looked like we had things under control. We won game one, right? So we looked
Mhm.
like we was fine. But in the playoffs, you got to play a full game. Got to play a full game. And the Hawks, they went on a run. They made shots. It's the NBA. See, the only thing I don't like about it is now it could go either way. Because now we got to go win in Atlanta. And you gave these guys the juice. You gave them confidence. Can we still win? Of course, I think we'll
Of
win.
course.
This is the other problem that people not thinking about. Now you may go in a longer series with the Hawks, and the other side, who we have to play after we beat the Hawks, if they handle business right away, they get in rest, right? Then Brunson got to go and play a tougher team than the Hawks and do the same thing again. So the team that's sitting up chilling, if they win in they series early, right? They get to look at the Knicks and see how they handling the Knicks, and they resting. So a lot of teams like to sweep or let a team the most get one game, right?
Mhm.
And put them and
Right.
put them out.
Right. I
So
see someone said
now
that in the comments.
that's not the case though right now for us though, because now we got to go get one in Atlanta. Could we? We could, but after what just happened, is it gonna be easy? That part I don't. I want to just see the game. I know we could win, but it's a lot of
Well, luckily, and this is not a take. This is just an observation. We do have a strong fan base, and listen, I'm not saying that for nothing. I'm just trying to be a good sport here.
now. I
Uh,
like this take right here. He got a great point. See, Parrish, Harris. I'm gonna post what you just said too.
I like
But
what he said here too.
this is a good take right here because the Knicks shouldn't have to do that, and he's right.
He
Like,
is.
why do we have to do that in the playoffs? Huh? What's my man name? We
He ain't
survey,
lie
yo, bro.
though.
We survey. I agree with you, right? But answer this: do they have the right to do this and do that in the playoffs too? He do it in the regular season. We know that, right? It's like we have a lead and then we wind up losing it a whole bunch of times too. I don't know. It's bad, but we will beat the Hawks in this series. I'm just not sure if it's going to be game 6 or game 7. It has to go to at least 6, right?
Yes, it does. Well, it has to go to at least game 6.
I'm excited. I like to see the Knicks under pressure because I'm used to it. I'm used to the Knicks doing this dumb shit. I swear to you. Knicks fans know. I think that's why we take it on the chin. But we don't accept it after it's over. Just to let you know, we'll be cool, calm, and then once it's like, no, trade everybody, I get everybody the fuck out of here. That's how we get. He said it's their
We
DNA.
surveyed, replied. Yeah.
Yeah, he said
In
it's
their
their
DNA.
DNA. He wanted to make us laugh with that one. Game three's a must win. You're right, Ron, dude. That's what I'm saying. Well, now we in a must win. How? I don't know why my mic sounding like this, bro. And I hear it. I'm gonna go out and come back. I'll be right back. Hold it down.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start just going into the stats, y'all, because I don't have nothing productive. No, it's not that I don't have anything productive to
Yes, you
say.
do. Yes, you
I
do.
I just want to go
I ain't
into the
even go
stats,
nowhere.
okay?
Okay, go into the stats. I ain't going nowhere.
All right. We are speaking on Atlanta Hawks versus New York Knicks last Saturday's game. All right, let's begin. Hawks field goals 38 4 87 puts us at 44%. Knicks 38 4 80 puts us at 48%. 3-pointers, Hawks 14 for 37, 38%. Knicks 12 for 25, 48%. Free throws, Hawks 12 for 19, 63%. Knicks 25 for 30, 83%. Rebounds was 51 for Hawks, Knicks 54. Offensive rebounds, Hawks 8, Knicks 6. Assists 25 for Hawks, 22 for Knicks. Steals 5 for Hawks, 7 for Knicks. Blocks 3 for Hawks, 5 for Knicks. Turnovers 12 for Hawks, 11 for Knicks. Points in the paint 42 for Hawks, 44 for Knicks. Second chance points 7 for Hawks and 13 for Knicks. And finally, fast break points 13 for Hawks, 22 for Knicks.
It was kind of close until the fast breaks and the one before that. What
Second
was the
chance
score again?
points.
Was us again. So
Us
we
was
beat them on
13, they
second.
was 7.
Yeah. So we beat them on second chance and fast break.
Yep.
But they must have picked up on fast break in the fourth.
That's exactly what they did.
They had to. But it's a game of runs.
Yeah,
And I
well,
think
I
we're
know.
not the only ones that know that the Knicks could lose a lead. If your job is to play in the NBA, of course you know, right? Think about it. Brunson got stripped. So this is the problem. Let me make this point. We ain't got that much time. We got like 15 minutes. I would go fast when you're talking about having a good conversation. Great show. Glad we went live. But anyway, this is the problem. I'm the point guard like a Trey Young or like Brunson. I'm bringing the ball up and shooting. Oh no, I'm gonna pass it, run around, get it back, and then get in my bag. Bro, that don't look good. That's not sexy. The shooting guard's supposed to be able to get
And
in his
y'all
bag too.
stop.
No, what? No, I'm just no, I'm saying like let's keep it a bean. And remember the take for those who wasn't here. The take of the night is the Hawks traded Trey Young for the same problem that the Knicks have. I better get 1,000 views on that short. Y'all know it's true. And look at the Hawks. And I pray the Hawks don't beat us. I please don't. If the
They
Hawks
ain't.
beat us, I'm taking a month off. Chris, if the Hawks
So
beat us,
so then y'all
I'm
gonna have to
taking
see
you.
my face.
Yeah, you going live by yourself. I'm not talking this shit for a month straight if they don't beat the Hawks. I don't want to see Boosie. I can't take little Boosie.
I
Dead
can't
ass.
take him either.
I
I
can't
can't
take little
take him.
Boosie.
Yo, I
He
just
gonna
want
probably do
to.
them dances and all that shit. Nah, son. I'm sorry.
It's
Boosie,
kind of it's just wacky.
little
Sit
Boosie.
down, bro. I can't. I can't.
And they
I
got a
can't
win
do
in
it.
our house. Nah, they feel good right now. We can't talk shit.
I
Look,
know.
Chris, we gotta be humble right now because we gotta until we win back over there, then we could kind of like.
All right, we
You
got
said,
fans over
hold
there
on. It
though.
was one comment you, yeah. What you said? You said something about that backstage about the fans,
We do. Atlanta is second New York.
right?
So, all right, do your
A lot of
dance, do
people in
your
our
dance, do
fans.
your dance.
Yeah, a
But
lot of New Yorkers in there.
a
That's
lot of
right,
people is on our team.
right,
So, okay.
right,
Go
right.
ahead. That's it.
You do
I'm
got
being
fans
humble. I'm
there.
not saying nothing
That's a
else.
that's a good point, and I don't feel like Atlanta has as many fans in the Garden, but they still gotta win because it's basketball. So it's like you
No,
do have
understood.
to. Another thing I told you, a series don't start until the road team get a win.
Right.
The road team now it's a series, so this is like popcorn. Like don't leave the TV. Like oh, this game is way more dramatic than last game because if the
Uh-huh.
Knicks get down, could you imagine the Knicks getting down by like 10 or I don't even want to put that in the air. I'm scared. He said Trey Young is fragile and don't beat teams year after. Yo, Pat Stugger. See. I ain't gonna post that because that don't make sense. Do you remember when they spit on Trey Young? Yo, when somebody beat us, we gotta just learn to just know they beat us already. Like, what do we have? Amnesia? Like Trey Young came in the Garden and put on a movie, bro. I remember that. Like Brunson wasn't there. That was how many years ago? I think he was his first or second year in the league when Trey Young did that, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Shit. So much stuff done happened to the Knicks, I might confuse it, Chris. No, but I know Trey Young, the spitting situation was when Brunson was here. That's hard to forget. Trey Young beat Randall 2021. That was the spitting year. Okay, it could have been 5 years ago. Time flies. Okay, that's why I
Okay.
said so
Okay.
much bad stuff happened. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But Trey
You
Young and
wasn't
Brunson
wrong.
is this. Trey Young and Brunson is the same type of player, bro. What's the difference? They both don't play D. Brunson try harder than him. I will say that to be fair to the G's. You can't say he a better offense. Like what? Trey Young was an all-star too. Like, I guess if you're a Hawk fan, you're gonna fight for Trey Young or whatever team he on. You're a Knicks fan, you're gonna fight. That's how I go, bro. I understand. But they the same body type player, all-star. That's all I'm saying, bro. Can't guard nobody. They getting hunted down. They getting hunted. CJ McCullough is an old player in the NBA. He was the president of the Basketball Players Association. He hunted down the best player on our team and cooked him. CJ McCullough, yeah, who was a throw-in. He was a throw-in in the Wizards. The Wizards felt like to get Trey Young. Let's get to that. Shout out to my guy Zip, man. For real, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. CJ McCullough was a throw-in. See, I'm not going in. I'm gonna wait and just. I'm not a fan of just a player. I'm a Knick fan, but I give players credit, right? You know what CJ McCullough could do from Portland, from the Pelicans. He always been the same type of player. Only Indiana has beat Brunson twice. I'm gonna post that and let that just simmer, let that simmer, and let that say. What does that say? Because you know why? Halliburton hasn't been in the NBA that long. You know that, right? And he didn't stay in college for 4 years. You know that, right? Like our guys. But you said he beat Brunson twice, though. Halliburton. And the Knicks passed up on Halliburton in the draft. You know, I'm like a computer, so I could give you mad reasons why you shouldn't have said that. After you try to stick up for him and say, well, the Trey Young thing, this is what you come back with. Only Indiana beat him twice. And Indiana only had. I'm about to get out of here. I don't want to get started, bro. I don't want to get started because y'all bugging. That's crazy. Only Indiana beat us twice. Indiana had what's that guard name? Nimrod. Nimrod and Halliburton. See, let me tell you why Halliburton beat us. That's another. I'm about to give you another good take. Halliburton is a point guard. So Indiana roster don't have to be more sexier than ours. You get it? That one piece that I broke down that the Hawks got with Alexander is the same thing with Halliburton. Halliburton just a better point guard than Alexander. But Indiana roster, when they beat us, Paris, you didn't think Indiana was going to beat us. You probably was like, Indiana, Knicks in 6. Same thing you're saying now. But it wasn't about the roster. It was about a better team and construction, a point guard that runs the offense and gets people involved. We have a point guard that is the star of our team. That's way different. That's like Allen Iverson, what he was doing, and Trey Young, and whatever type of player that has the ball at the point guard and shoots a whole bunch of times. That's not the same thing, brother. You don't know. Now, I don't want to say people don't know basketball, but that's not a winning recipe. Did Allen? Okay, is Brunson better than Allen Iverson? I'll wait. I'll wait. And I like Brunson, but is he better than Allen Iverson? No. Don't you ever say he better than Allen Iverson. When he went to Georgetown one year from coming from prison and went straight to the NBA, and them guys stayed 4 years in college. Don't you ever say that. And he went crazy and crossed Mike his first year in the league. Yeah. But did he ever win a ring with that same recipe? He had Mutombo. He went and got all them people to try to help him. He went to a finals, though, but it's the recipe. We got 9 minutes. I got enough clips to get 50 with them, because them is big. Them is bigger points that for people that's gonna see that ain't in the show. That's gonna say, nah, son, no, because it's just facts. And I never thought about those. I'm glad that we look deeper into it, because more players with the same recipe came to mind, and that's part of our problem. Until we switch it, I don't want to get rid of Brunson. It's gonna be harder to figure out though, because we're gonna have to find a point guard that has height that could guard twos. So now what happens is that they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? He could guard depending on the opposing team. Hopefully,
Hmm.
all their point guards ain't tall, and Brunson could guard them, and that guy could guard the twos.
That's an
Interchangeably,
adventurous thought.
adding height. Adding height in the position when you have a
Hmm.
small guard.
Hmm.
And most
Hmm.
NBA teams are Euro bigs. They like Mitch size with
That's
handles.
what I'm saying. It's
Mitch can't bring the ball up.
advantageous. No,
Wemby's bringing the ball up, right? Going through his
right.
legs. Mitch can't do that, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's an adventurous thing to think. Like that's not gonna work.
I just know what we need to get where we trying to go, and I'm not
No,
trying
I
to
no, I
put
feel
down my
you,
team.
Will. I know that you're not putting down the team, but
Yeah.
there is merit to what
Respectfully.
you're saying, though. Like
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. Like, listen to what is being said. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments. There was a comment where
It
somebody
was a lot.
said,
Look, listen, I'm glad they commenting. And I don't got nothing against nobody comment. I'm giving you feedback. And I know Paris Douglas. I know he ain't taking it personal. We have
"No,
different
no, no, I
opinions. That's
wanted
it.
you to just
Hmm.
look at this one. How long we supposed to wait for Deuce to get
What
right
is that? I
before we
missed that.
put Modi in the
Mo D.
rotation?"
Who is Mo D?
I'm not sure. I was hoping that you could break that one down for me. But maybe he's saying more of D, more of Deuce.
No, he's saying how long we supposed to wait on Deuce. So he got to be talking about
How long we supposed
somebody else.
to wait for Deuce to
Oh,
get right
more. He
before we
probably
put
talking about
more
more,
more
more
D,
def.
more
He
defense?
maybe.
Maybe.
I'm thinking
Okay.
he's talking about another player, but I was kind of. I'm glad he brought that. I'm kind of disappointed in Deuce's performance last game. He had turnovers.
Hmm.
He didn't really shoot the ball really well. Um, Deuce just coming back, not to make excuses for him. Oh, he said
Oh,
Muhammad did.
Diawara.
Oh, mm.
Mm.
I like yo. Son got some good points. Good point, bro. Let me give my man some claps, man. See, I do give it credit to people who got good takes. That's a good point. You know why? Because we was just sitting here talking about height, and I seen that guy. He mentioned move his feet and guard guys on the wing, and that guy he slashes. He could shoot. It's at a point now where we have to adapt to the league. And if a young guy like that is showing potential, he's from overseas. He's young. They playing
It's like
younger guys
21.
now. You need to start bringing him in the fold. If Deuce is doing this, he ain't even got height. He got to hit the threes. He got to shut people down. That's what we thought Deuce was loose was all about. He do it sometime, but now is the time. So if he don't do it now, it's gonna be a problem. A lot of people gonna have to step up because they do for money. A lot of stuff is gonna happen in the off season. I know that. And Giannis is still at the Bucks because they know that he's gonna be worth more in the off season when a lot of teams don't win and they're gonna want to give up a lot of players. And that's gonna be very exciting. I can't wait to see how that play out. I'm not saying that we're not gonna win. I still hope we win. Even though I don't think we're gonna win after what I've seen, because it shows me that the first team that we're going against already have a good strategy to beat us. They're hunting our best player because look, if I'm a coach and I hunt you, it's gonna wear you down. So your offense can't be that good, even though he still had what he had. When the last time you see Brunson get ripped at the end of the game like that? Watching all these games we watch, right? Since you came on the show, you don't miss a game, right? So for him to get
Mm-mm.
ripped in crunch time, that's not his skill level. He's fatigued. They wore
He
him down.
was. Mhm,
Yeah. He
mhm.
said a lot. No, no, he don't. He have the ball a lot. So I'm going on like not turnovers. I'm talking about how he just got ripped. To me, that just looked strange. That's what I'm talking about. We survey. I'm not talking about his turnover. He make mistakes, but you got to understand. You got to be kind of lenient on how you critique it when he has the ball so much, and he shoots so much, and he do so well. Nobody's perfect. He's still gonna have some turnovers, right? We always look at that. Then we go look at how many times he shot, how many he missed. Brunson has a good season all around. That's not the problem. It's just that we don't have nobody to get us in position and to run the team because he's worried about getting his buckets. He's not a guard that does that. You know what I mean? Even when he do get assists, it's from a double because he's cooking so much now. He's creating a double team, right? He's not just bringing up the ball, crossing, and you know he's looking to dish. That's not his style. He's looking to get in his bag, go on the left hand, or hit that little pull up. He's doing great with it. But after a while, people know what you're gonna do. So you have to switch it up, right? And give them something else. So now they have to adjust now. They have to readjust now because they figured out our plan, bro. The plan is out of the bag. We gotta come. Let me put Mike Brown on the phone. Gotta text Mike Brown. Let Mike Brown. You gotta text Mike Brown. Chris, tell Mike Brown
Why you telling me?
get his shit together. She said, well, I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
got his number.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
What the heck I'ma say?
Atlanta is 16. Like, yo, switch your plan up, done. Shit, your shit ain't working. Whatever you had going on, we gotta switch it.
Can you give me this though? Did I not say that?
What?
William,
You said a
did I
lot.
not say I'm
You
talking
said a lot.
about in my earlier days?
What?
Did
Which
I
one?
not say something about Mike Brown? But I was
No,
going a little bit too far though, right?
no, I told you to chill because he's coaching. He's the most winning coach as a first year head coach as a Nick. So I felt like off of that, leave him alone.
Microphone, microphone.
I said I felt like that, leave him alone.
But I told you though,
But what do we? All right. So what do we?
instinctively
What
as
did
a
he?
woman, I felt that.
But what did he do? What did he do now?
But I ain't gonna speak like that because I'm Chris into stats. I gotta speak the facts, the numbers. So I'm gonna let that simmer.
No, I'm asking you. Refresh my memory. What did he do? I could tell you what he did. He wasted that timeout. He didn't have a
I
timeout at the
said
end.
that he was. I'm not even talking about that. This is way before we got here. Before I said that I
Mhm.
felt like he was a template coach.
Mm, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not. I mean, no. F- let's be fair. He has shown us that he can mix it up, and he has. So that's why I changed my
Yeah,
take and I
remember?
said, you know what?
Right,
That's
because
not
he started doing the pick
accurate
and roll.
100%.
Yeah, because he
Right.
started doing
So that's
the
why I
high pick
said
and screen
Crescenda
pop.
lean up off of that. But I'm sorry. I do sometimes see template coaching, and I just hope that we don't see that now. It's getting me mad. Like my head is
Yo,
sweating a
what are
little
you
bit.
talking about? You talking about jumping off, yo, bro? You Paris Duggar. let me tell you something, bro. I will never reply to you again, bro. I don't even know what you talking about, bro. I don't even talk to people who talk like that, bro. That shit don't make sense. People have an opinion, bro. That's it. Yo, bro, we all gonna be at the parade whenever we win. Get out your feelings, bro. It's not you not always right. So if you see something that somebody say that you don't agree with, that's just their opinion. It's not a big deal. I used to be like that. Oh, now you
my
teasing.
my slip
Yeah,
ain't
you better
showing.
be. You better be teasing. He said, what? What's showing?
My
Oh, he's
slip is
saying you.
showing.
Oh, that's what he was saying. I thought he was saying, okay, Paris, don't be
I
playing
love
with me
it.
stats like that.
I love it. Keep
I
coming
got
for
it now
me.
when he said he was teasing. I thought he was saying something else. My bad, Paris. I know you
In
too
in
well for
in,
that.
in
I see what
his
he's saying
defense,
now.
he
All right,
said
Paris.
y'all. He said
Nah,
y'all.
he was saying you.
So,
He's saying you.
but you
He's
talking
saying
about
your slip
me
is
because
showing.
I'm the only one that wear a slip.
Right, right.
That's
I
cute.
just caught
That's
what he was
cute.
saying. But anyway,
That's
we got a
cute.
few minutes. We got a few minutes before we get out of here.
Oh
Good
wait, we
show.
surveyed 100 people. Said he agreed with me with what I said about template coaching.
Oh, really? He
Yes,
said he
he said
is. Yeah,
he
he did.
is.
Remember, maybe that stuff I said about the coach from the Bulls. You never know if that have some traction. It could be a real
Let's
thing.
see.
But
Let's
a
see.
lot of stuff can happen if we don't win. And I don't listen. I don't want to put that jinx out there, you guys. I'm just pointing out the problems that I see that's glaring. Besides that, I want us to win. I know we should beat the Hawks. If we don't beat the Hawks, I won't be on here for 30 days. I'm sorry. I won't. I'm taking a vacation, just like the Knicks. I probably go where they go to curse them out. They ain't gonna go to the same place. If they going somewhere, if they lose, and that's I don't want to say that. I know we better not lose to the Hawks. That's all I know.
Agree.
All right, man. About to get up out of here. Another great show. Shout out to everybody who tapped in. Shout out to my guy Paris Duggar. I know. We know it's a figure of speech. We ain't take that wrong.
Yeah, yeah. We
I,
ain't take it personal.
yo, what you first said, I thought you was. I keep telling you about opinions. People is entitled to theirs, so don't get offended by it, Paris. That's all I'm saying. I know you laughing. No, no, no. We all having fun. No, I'm saying I used to be like that as far as taking it that way. I'm used to it now. I don't. Everybody entitled to their opinion, man. I don't, if we gonna argue for a little while, let's argue for a little while. But after we finish, I'm not gonna be mad. Is that fair? That's how I do it. Let's laugh about the argument after we finish. Cause it's only about sports. That's all, right? Cool. If you cool with that, I'm cool with that. And whoever too sensitive to take that, I don't want to argue with you. Because your facts aren't strong enough to even talk with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even sit in the lounge with me in the section with the sports guys that I sit with sit. You can't. They're not gonna open the red. The velvet that they open. They're not gonna let you in, because the stuff you say, they're not your comments, everything. If you like that, I'm not gonna post you. And Parish ain't like that. We be venting. But all right, we out of here, man. Shout out to everybody, and we not gonna say when we be back, because it's we got a lot of stuff we handling. But we see you guys soon. Don't worry. Hold on, Knicks tomorrow.
Yep.
Then they got a day off. So we might pull up Friday.
Yep. That's
Friday's
what I
always
was
a good
thinking.
day. I have my cup
It's a
and I
lovely
really
day.
go crazy on Friday. Yeah, make sure you clip. We got to clip up that Trey Young and Iverson example.
All
Let's
right.
go viral. We going viral. We
All
going viral.
right.
Because the people ain't coming in here yet. We appreciate y'all for coming. They rather be in the shorts and then they come and look at the show later. Nah, I want them. I want 100 from the live. So clip up the. Yeah, man. I used to have that. We used to have it like that. But all right, we out of here, man. Y'all be safe. We see y'all soon. Let's go Knicks, man. Let's go in Atlanta and do what we got to do, man. Everybody in Atlanta that's out there, go to the game, man. Make some noise for the Knicks, man. All right, Chris. Good show. Good
Great show.
show. See you
Great show.
later.
All right.
We out of here.